there is a special kind of sample called voluntary response sample. Sometimes it's also called self-selected sample, because the members in the population can choose if they should be included in the sample or not. Okay, they have the freedom to participate or not to participate in the sample. Examples are internet polls. Sometimes you browse the internet and you have a questionnaire. Do you want to provide your feedback on the following things, or which product you like the most? If you have time, right, you can spend a couple minutes and do the survey, or not if you don't really like it. The mail-in polls, you receive a letter in the mail asking, can you fill out this questionnaire and send it back? That's also a self-selected sample, because you can choose to be in the sample or out of the sample. Another one is telephone call impulse. Someone calls you and leave you a message. Can you call this number and answer some questions? If you like, you can go ahead and do it. You can also choose not to if you don't like it. So the problem with this voluntary response sample is typically the sample is not a good representation of the whole population. Only those members who really like it or don't like it with very strong opinions will participate in the sample. Right? For example, a researcher wants to know people's opinions on a new traffic law. Some people like it, some people hate it. So they mail out a questionnaire to every household in the city. If you really like it, you want to express your opinion. You want to let other people know that this is a good law, so you respond. Or if you hate it, you also want the administration know that this is not a good law. Maybe they should do something about it. So you also send out, you also send back the questionnaire. But if you are, you don't really like it, you have no opinion about this law, you don't really care, it's not really relevant to you, then you don't want to send it back. So the resulting sample will not be a good representation of the overall population. And in this sense, the result you learn from the sample is not a good indicator about what's going on in the whole population. So be careful about a voluntary response sample. But it's also very popular because it's easy to do. You just send out many surveys, and then if they return, then you collect the data. Okay, that's it. You don't need to spend a lot of time on that. And on the upper right corner, there's another questionnaire. It's also a voluntary response sample, but it's more interesting than others. So what is a stringent thing you did while attending an online meeting, like a Zoom meeting? Okay, what do? You can eat breakfast, you can wear pajamas, you can brush your teeth if you keep your camera off, right? You can do many things. So what did you do? You can think about that. What is the most strange thing you did when you do a Zoom meeting? Here's another example. It's from IMDb about movie ratings. I choose the worst and the best. Okay, worst means it's the lowest one on the bottom 100 list. It's disaster movie. You can see from the name, it's a disaster. The rating is 1.9 out of 10. But still, you get many ratings with 10. Maybe those people really like this movie for some reason. You also have many people with rating of 1. So you get strong opinions here and here. Now the one on the right is the Shawshank Redemption. This is the movie with the highest rating among all movies. It's the number 1 on the top 100 list. 9.3 out of 10. So that's phenomenal. But still, you get 1.5% with rating of 1. That's more than the percentage of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? So you get more on the top and more on the bottom. So you can see that only if you have very strong opinions, you tend to vote. You tend to give your opinion. You tend to review. So that's voluntary response sample.